Hey everybody, welcome back. In this video, we're going to read some words with long vowel sounds, and those long vowel sounds are going to be made with all of the different patterns that we can use for a long vowel sound. Okay? Alrighty, now let's turn our attention to the board, and let me scoot back because I think that shows up pretty well. Maybe just a little bit more. There we go. And I'll move out of the way. Okay, now with a long vowel sound, okay, that's when the vowel says its name, A, E, I, O, U, or U. Okay, and a lot of times with a long vowel sound, we have two vowels together for the sound. Either magic E at the end with the consonant in between, or we can have two vowels side by side as a vowel team. Okay, but with magic E and vowel team, that's when we can use the two vowel rule for a long vowel sound. Okay, now I already have the words marked for that two vowel rule, but let's go over it anyway. If we think of the two vowels as friends on a walk, on that walk, that first vowel does all of the talking, saying its name. Okay, and the second vowel does just the walking, stays silent, and listens like a good friend. So with Magic E and Vowel Team, we might have two vowels, okay? But they make just one sound together, okay? Usually a long vowel sound with just the first vowel making the sound and saying its name, okay? So let's go ahead and read these words, okay? We'll start here with Magic E, okay? And I want you to sound out. Okay, follow along with me. Do this with me. Let's sound out as we need to and read these words. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, A magic E together will be long A. The A is first. Let's read this with A. A's, maze. E magic E together will be long E. The E is first. Let's read this with Eth. Eam, theme. I magic E together will be long I. The I is first. So let's read this with eyes. I'd, side. O magic E together will be long O. The O is first, so let's read this with O, or ope, rope. U magic E together will be long U. The U is first, so let's read this with oo, or ools, rules. Now, long U and how we can make it can be U or oo. It's oo in this word. And this shows us that magic E is not always last. Sometimes we can have an ending after it, like an S. Okay? Alrighty. Let's go right into our vowel team. Same rule. First vowel says its name. Okay, so AI together will be long A. The A is first, so let's read this with A. Train, train. AY together will be long A. The A is first, so let's read this with A. Way, and there's Y being part of a vowel sound here in this vowel team. Okay. EA together will be long E. The E is first. Let's read this with E. Or E, leaf. EE together will be long E. The E is first. So let's read this with E. O, feel. IE together will be long I. The I is first. So let's read this with I. Lie. Now, IE can also be E, but we're just going to do it for I right now. OA together will be long O. The O is first, so let's read this with O. Full oat, float. OW together will be long O. The O is first, so let's read this with O. Low. Now, W is not really a vowel, but it acts like a vowel in this. Okay? OE together will be long O. The O is first. Let's read this with O. Toe. And UE together, okay, will be long U, okay? That U is first. So let's read this with oo, or oo, roo. And again, long U and how we make it can be U or oo. It's oo in this word, okay? Alrighty. Hopefully you can see with Magic E and Vowel Team, that vowel is not closed up by itself, quick and short. Okay, another vowel is there. Now the first vowel can be long and say its name. And that's how we can switch, or one way we can switch from a short to a long vowel sound, especially in the middle of the word where we have a lot of these long vowel sounds. Okay, we can just add another vowel. Okay, and now that first vowel can be long and and say its name. Okay? Now, a lot of our vowel teams come in the middle, but some of them do come at the end where we don't really need that other vowel to make a long vowel sound, but these are just at the end anyway. A lot of times AY is at the end, IE is at the end, OW and OE are at the end, and UE. So just remember, sometimes you do have vowel teams at the end, okay? Alrighty. Now, if we move the vowel to the end, it can open and say its name on its own, make a long sound on its own. And it can do that without the help of another vowel because it's free at the end to open, say its name, make a long vowel sound on its own. So let's read these with long vowels. Bo, a, blay, I, ry, b, o, bow, g, u, gu. Now here the long U is U, and b, e, b. And again, some of them are nonsense words, but that's okay. Okay? Now, let's take a look here. This is interesting. Okay, here's the word be with the E long on its own at the end. But if we have two vowels with E at the end, now it's silent. Okay, doesn't make a sound, but it's also magic. It can be magic. And now let the first vowel be long and say its name. So with two vowels with E at the end, that's when it's silent and magic. Okay, so that E is a vowel we use a lot. Okay, alrighty, let's finish this up. Okay, here we have Y at the end, and Y follows this same open vowel pattern. It makes a long vowel sound on its own at the end. Okay, it can say E or I. It usually says I at the end of a little word, where it's the only vowel sound in a little one-syllable word. So let's read this word with I. I spy. And Y usually says E at the end of a longer word, like a two-syllable word, okay? Where there's another vowel sound, another syllable to consider. So if we look here, that first syllable is the little word can, okay? And then if we look at the second syllable and sound that out with E, and put it together, now it's candy, okay? So we said Y can also be a vowel, okay? Like when it says E or I at the end of a word. It usually says I at the end of a little word and E at the end of a longer word, okay? So these are the three ways we can make a long vowel sound. Magic E vowel team, the two vowels together, or the vowel by itself, usually at the end. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 ways to make a long vowel sound. So this is our biggest group of vowel sounds right here with all of these different patterns. Okay, alrighty, that closes out of our long vowels. I'll see you in the next one.